Today, I'm ranking 20 of the most popular cereal brands. Some of these are actually really good and good for you, but some of them are absolute trash and basically diabetes in a box. I'm using the S tier, and I'm giving my scores based upon taste, quality of ingredients, and I'll give you the price too. We begin with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Look at that, you can see the sugar glistening off these little biscuits right here. Cheers. Whoa. It's very cinnamony. It's also very sweet because it's blasted with real cinnamon. As opposed to what, fake cinnamon here? We gotta check the sugar here. Look at the ingredients. Sugar once, fructose is sugar twice, dextrose is sugar thrice. A serving has 12 grams of added sugar, my friends. I'll show you in a second how much that is. Whole grain wheat is nice, but canola and sunflower oil, caramel color. Oh, BHT. That's a preservative that's banned in other countries there. Oh, naughty, naughty Cinnamon Toast Crunch. How much is 12 grams of sugar? That is 3 teaspoons of cane sugar in your cereal bowl. And I paid $4.97 for this box. I wasted my money. It's getting a score of F. Next up is Post Grape Nuts. I love these, you guys. I might be biased to this one because as a kid, I used to crush this. Can you hear it? It's crunchy, but as it sits in that milk, it gets softer and softer. And there's one ingredient that I'm really drawn to. I'm pretty sure it's the malted barley flour. Bobby's a barley boy. I like it a lot. And look, it's got 52 grams of whole grains, 7 grams of fiber, whole grain wheat, barley flour, salt, yeast. My only qualm, I like wheat to be organic or glyphosate free, but there's nothing else added to this, and it's incredibly nutrient dense. My gosh, this was $4.97. The same as Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'll take this all day. I'm actually gonna give it a score of a solid B. Next up, Kashi Go Honey Almond Flax. Looks hearty. I like the slivers of almonds in there. Cheers. Sweeter than I thought. It's just tasty, y'all. I think people are drawn in by 10G of protein, 10G of fiber. That's a lot of fiber, actually, wow. But, oh, the protein is coming from soy flakes. Oh, that is lame. Soy is the worst quality source of protein, at least it's non-GMO. But why is it so sweet? There's brown rice syrup and cane sugar to the tune of 10 grams of total sugar. They should add that. 10G of sugar, 10G of protein, 10G of fiber. Ugh. Canola oil in there also. This is one of those healthy cereals that are marketed that way that are not super healthy. At least they're using vitamin E as the preservative, whereas earlier we saw that BHT, that's the banned preservative. I don't know, guys. I paid $5.47 for this. I'd rather have my Grape Nuts. I'm gonna give this a rating of a D. If you thought this healthy cereal was surprising, wait till I show you one later on. Up next is Sprouted Brown Rice Crisps. These look pretty iconic because it's a healthy dupe for Rice Krispies. Does it have the crunch? It does. I can taste the brown rice, which is a bit heartier. This brand is cool because check it out. It's sprouted, glyphosate-free organic. So they go above and beyond when you sprout grains like rice. It unlocks more nutrition. And all it is sprouted brown rice, a touch of coconut sugar and salt. There's only 1 gram of coconut sugar here. The perfect swap for Rice Krispie treats. Oh man, imagine making homemade Rice Krispie marshmallow squares with these. I paid $5.89 at Whole Foods for this. I think you can get it at Sprouts, Target, and Walmart. My friends, we have our first S tier of the day. Up next, we have Cheerios. It looks like I bought a limited edition box because some of the O's are actually heart, because they're heart healthy. It's nostalgia. It's actually really good. And the ingredients aren't that bad. So I have the heart on there because it's whole grain oats. Yeah, there's sugar there, which I don't want to see, but it's 2 grams, no, in Spanish, it's 1 gram of added sugar there. And that's it here. So it's actually not a solid choice. Would I wish the oats would be organic? Yes. And what am I in general looking for when I'm rating these cereals? I'm looking for lots of whole grains, minimal to no sugar. If it's gonna have some sugar, maybe some unrefined sugar, no seed oils, no banned preservatives here. I got this box, my limited edition box, for $4.50 at Walmart. Guys, this is a solid B. Next up is Quaker Oatmeal Squares. I like the shape of these. It kind of reminds you of that traditional biscuit here. It is a brown sugar one. I like the texture. It has a really hearty texture. It is a bit sweet. Interesting here. Look at this, guys. There's 8 grams of added sugar here. Once again, let's put that in context. 8 grams of sugar, this is what it looks like. It's 2 teaspoons of added sugar. Now, let me ask you a serious question. How can you put the heart healthy stamp on something when you have 2 teaspoons of added sugar per serving? To me, that is not heart healthy. It does have a lot of whole grains in here. Ugh. Natural flavorings, one of the biggest lies in the grocery store. I'm sorry, this is another healthy fake pretender. I would not eat this. It is not heart healthy. I'm giving it an E. Oh, I also paid $4.97 for it. I want my money back. We now have Cascadian Farm's Purely O's. It certainly looks like a Cheerio to me. Does it taste like a Cheerio? Yeah, it's very similar here. It's basically a more Bobby approved, healthier version of a Cheerio. Why? Well, the oats in here are organic. The whole thing's organic here. And there's no added anything, no added sugar, no preservatives. It's got 4 grams of fiber, 31 whole grains here. It's just not like the most tasty per se. I think Cheerios have that more nostalgic flavor per se. I paid $5.30 for this at the store. It's solid, right? I'll give it an A rating. I would give it an S, but it's not tasty enough, and taste is one of the criteria, but an A is very solid. Next up is Magic Spoon Fruity Cereal. Very colorful. At least they do it without artificial colors, and this is a cereal that a lot of people ask me always, is it Bobby approved? Well, let's see how it tastes. Not good. Kind of like a fake fruity flavor. Bobby doesn't like that one here. So why is this not Bobby approved? Because people are seduced by the 0 sugar, 4 net carbs, and I was seduced by the price. It actually seduced me the wrong way. It's very expensive. So milk protein blend, it's GMO, fine. Oils, high oleic sunflower oil, seed oil, not good. And there's natural flavoring. So nowhere close to Bobby approved. I'm actually very disappointed by the flavor. I'm probably most disappointed by the price. At Walmart, of all places, I paid $8.50 for this. 7 ounces. My friends, do the math. That's almost $20 a pound for cereal when I can at Walmart get good quality Bobby approved beef for like $6 a pound. I'm offended by that. I'm a little offended by the flavors. I'm giving this a score of a D. The next cereal is the Breakfast of Champions. It's Wheaties with that classic huge flake there. Let's give it a try. This is good. It's very hearty, and I'm lucky, guys. I got the collector's edition. I was expecting to buy one with an athlete on there, and I got the collector's edition. It's really just a couple ingredients. Whole grain wheat, little sugar, little honey, that's it. It does have 32 grams of whole grains here. The sugar is a touch high. It's 5 grams of added sugar per, but it's a combination of cane sugar and honey. Ideally, it'd be a little bit lower, but it's actually a very solid choice. The flavor, the texture is nice too. I paid $4.97 at Walmart for my collector's edition. I'm gonna slide this into the B ranking. Before we go on, we're talking about breakfast food. Let's give some love to the sponsor who makes the mattresses in my home. It's Birch Organic Mattresses. My link down below gets you 20% off your mattress of choice and 2 free pillows. Every bedroom in the house actually has a Birch mattress, because when you learn about what most are made of, they're glues and adhesives that are pretty toxic, and they off-gas over time, and you don't want to be sleeping on that 8 hours a night. So about 5 or 6 years ago, I learned about Birch. You order online, it comes to the house. It's super easy to set up. They have a 100-night sleep trial, a 25-year warranty. It's made with 5 simple materials, and it's not toxic. So if you're in the market, I highly recommend these mattresses. My link down below gets you 20% off your mattress of choice and 2 free pillows. Check it out. And next up, we go on to another cereal. Up next is Crave Chocolate. These are pillows of something with chocolate filling inside. What marketing genius thought this was okay to give to our kids? I'm actually scared for a bite here. Oh my God. I won't even swallow. That's crazy. This should not be a cereal, my friends. Holy crap. Crispy shell, smooth chocolate inside. The first ingredient is the chocolate filling. There's more chocolate filling than actual wheat in here. The chocolate is sugar, soybean oil, palm oil. The second ingredient in the cereal in general is sugar. Then wheat flour, oats, more sugar. Golly, that is, oh, we got a record. 14 grams of added sugar here that's stuck in the cavities of my tooth. I'm developing a cavity as we speak. That is over 3 teaspoons of added sugar here. This is so wrong in so many ways. I paid just under $5 for this at Walmart. I want my money back. This is an FT. Next up is 7 Sundays Super Fruity Oat Cereal. Has a nice color to it. It's kind of like a healthy dupe to maybe Fruit Loops. That's good. Fruit, yes. Sweetness, very light. And these ingredients are really, really nice. Full disclosure, I'm a small investor in 7 Sundays. It is not swaying my opinion here. It's just everything they make is super clean and Bobby approved. So they're using upcycled oat protein, which is glyphosate free. Non-GMO corn, so it's kind of crunchy like a traditional cereal. Maple syrup, coconut oil, real fruit powder like cherry and strawberry, orange and lemon extract, and to reinforce the color, beet powder. 5 grams of total sugar coming from the fruit and the maple, 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of protein. Super duper yummy. I picked this one up at Target for $7.99. It is epic. Now, stick around because I have another nostalgic swap that's Bobby approved coming up very soon. I'm gonna give this an S tier rating. Catalina Crunch Honey Graham is next. It has a nice wafer-like texture. It has a really strong smell, like almost like an artificial graham cracker or something. Let's try it out. Oh, it tastes very stale. Wow. This is made of Catalina flour. Excusez-moi. A combination of pea, potato, corn fiber, chicory root. It's very sweet, but the only sweetener in here, they went heavy on the monk fruit. It's very heavy, which is like 300 times sweeter than sugar here. Has natural flavors and the sunflower oil. I think people are drawn in once again by the 0 grams of added sugar, the low net carbs, 11 grams of protein. That tastes like very sweet, stale, overpriced cereal. I spent, what was it, $7 for this at Walmart, of all places. That is not enjoyable at all. I'm gonna give that a ranking of D. And my friends, when you're in the grocery store deciding between cereals or something, I had this app I came out with years ago called Bobby Approve. You can scan anything at the grocery store and it tells you if it's Bobby approved or not. If it's not approved, it highlights the bad ingredients. It tells you why they're bad. If it is approved, it gives you a thumbs up. It also gives you better alternatives. It takes the guesswork out of shopping. It's like having me go shopping with you. It's free, by the way. Apple App Store, Google Play Store. I'll leave links down below. Let's move on to the next cereal. Next up is Rice Chex with that classic puffy checkered pattern here. Let's give it a try. That's nostalgic. And it has a great texture to it. And I get a recipe for Muddy Buddies also. I actually kind of like the ingredient list here. It's very small. It's whole grain rice with a little bit of sugar, salt, and molasses. We have 3 grams of added sugar here and a total of 2 grams of fiber. The price is right. This is one of the cheapest ones I bought. $3.97 for this box at Walmart, which is very nice. The thing is, unlike Cheerios, which is made of whole grain oats, this is made of rice, which is not quite as nutrient dense as oats or whole grain wheat. That being said, it's still very solid. I'm gonna slide it in at the C rating though, which is very, very respectable. Next is Ezekiel Cinnamon Raisin Cereal. This is a weird texture. I was expecting flakes, but we're actually getting like a grape nutty texture here. Smells very healthy, if you know what I mean. Tastes very healthy too, if you know what I mean. Whoa. It's the only cereal I know that quotes the Bible on the front. So maybe that's the giveaway that it's not gonna be the most flavorful one here. The ingredients are literally amazing. Wow. It took me a while to get through this. Organic sprouted wheat, sprouted millet, sprouted lentil, sprouted soybeans, organic raisins, cinnamon. 6 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein. Perfect ingredients. Expensive though, I got it at Walmart for $7.99. It is very nutrient dense though. Listen, this is a tough one because technically it should be in the A tier, but I can't get behind the flavor. Like I don't know any kid, let alone most adults, who can get behind this. So I'm gonna give this a B because of the flavor. If we're going based upon ingredients, it's definitely an A-ish. Up next is Puffins Peanut Butter Cereal. Look at that. These are real big puffs. So it lives up to the name and I'm getting a nice odor of peanut butter and it's made with real peanut butter. Yum. Wow. This actually tastes nice. It's not too sweet. I have a good peanut butter flavor. What's the sugar? Sugar is a little high. So 1 cup of this has 9 grams of added sugar. I will give them credit though. It's made with non-GMO corn. It's got real peanuts and salt, whole grain oat flour. It's not that bad. Like this would be, what's a peanut butter like bad cereal? Like peanut butter crunch or something like that. I think I bought this at Whole Foods for about, oh yeah, Reese's Puffs coming up. That'd be a good comp to this one, yeah. I got this at Whole Foods for about $6. My only qualm is the sugar is a touch high. I'm gonna slide this into a C category here, but it's respectable for what it is. Next up is Purely Elizabeth Honey Peanut Butter Cereal. Loving the look of the flake here. It's got a lot of texture in here. Let's hope it's good. Very good. Not great. It's got a little bit of a density to it, but the ingredients are nice. It's all gluten-free whole grain. So sorghum, oats, amaranth. It is sweet, but it says honey peanut butter, right? It's honey and coconut sugar. There's coconut oil here, chia seeds, 5 grams of fiber per serving, 5 grams of protein. I picked up this box at Target for $7.50. Ingredients are epic, S tier worthy. Flavor, not as good as I thought. I will give it an A tier rating. There is another cereal that's not Bobby approved. It's like the vanilla blueberry. It has sunflower oil and sugar. Avoid that one. But this is very respectable at an A rating. Hey, if you're still watching at this point of the video, subscribe, my friends. I'm always amazed by this stat where over 75% of the people watching aren't subscribed. Join the community of 10 million plus. It's the easiest and the free way to support the channel. And that way when you subscribe and click the bell icon, you never ever miss a video. Let's keep going. Next up is Alpen Muesli Cereal. I'm a little concerned about the looks. There's literal raw oats floating in here with some toasted looking oats. If you're wondering what kind of milk I've been using for this, it's just some almond milk I picked up at the store. I'm probably gonna poop my pants at any moment, but we power on. Let's try this. Oh man, this is horse food. What am I, Rusty the horse? I'm literally chewing on raw oats right now. Why would anyone buy this? Jeez Louise. I mean, the ingredients are actually very solid. They're whole grain oats, as I can see with my eyes, whole grain wheat, raisins, wheat flour. It's got a ton of grains in here. 7 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein. I do wish the oats and wheat would be organic, but listen, ingredient-wise, it's very, very solid. I did pay a lot for my horse food though. This was like $7.99 at the grocery store, which is the most expensive horse food for Rusty he's ever bought here. Flavor-wise though, this is not good. Golly, I'm gonna have to slide this into the C ranking because I just don't want to eat it. Up next is Reese's Puffs. They look delicious in the bowl. Full disclosure, when I was in college, this used to be my dessert. I love this. Let's see what the flavor is like these days. I'm happy to report the flavor has not changed since I graduated in 2000. Shocking. Holy cow. That is super, super sweet, guys. Let's take a look here. All right, it's got 12 grams of added sugar here. Oh, this is the first one. This is the first cereal we've reviewed that has artificial flavors in it. It has an amazing flavor. It should call it artificial/amazing because the peanut butter chocolate, as shown on the front here, where Puffs are literally living in a cup, it's a perfect balance. I'll give them credit there. But just the sweetness is out of control. There's sunflower oil, caramel coloring, natural flavor, artificial flavors, 3 teaspoons of added sugar. This is another one that never should have been made into a cereal. Now I can get away with it. Back in college, I would work out twice a day. Actually, back out in college, in my apartment, I was famous for my 1-pan huge pancake. I'd make a massive pancake and have that sometimes for a meal or for dessert. It was probably like a pound of flour, but it was delicious. This is not so delicious with that much sugar. I did pay $5 for it at Walmart. Unfortunately, my college dessert is getting the bottom of the barrel. The next cereal is Lovebird Cocoa O's. It literally looked like a dupe for like Cocoa Cheerios. It looks like a Cheerios. Hold on, my Cheerios earlier did have the heart shapes there, so. It's crunchy. The chocolate is a bit muted, but also has like a coffee flavor. That's interesting. So this is grain-free, gluten-free Cheerios here. 7 real organic ingredients. Buckwheat flour, cassava, coconut sugar sweetened, the cocoa powder, the coconut oil. Great. Ingredients are as best as you can get. It has 6 grams of total sugar, 2 grams of added fiber. Expensive though. I bought this one at Whole Foods for $8.99. The flavor is good, but not great. The ingredients are great. So this one's gonna fall into the A tier. We have one more to go, but you don't wanna miss it because it's a doozy. Last up is Oreo Puffs cereal. This is wrong, my friends. And it smells like a real Oreo here. Jeez, I have to get a bite that has the cookie and the cream in it. Oh my God, it tastes like an Oreo. Oh my God, I have to spit it out. Holy cow. That is crazy. That has the most sugar of the day. We saved the best for last. 16 grams of sugar are coating my teeth right now. So cloyingly sweet. And look, it's not just sugar, it's corn syrup and sugar, the worst, most addictive form of sugar. Is it supposed to make me feel better that this is made with real Oreo cookie wafers? What kind of endorsement is that? I don't care, my friends. It also has artificial flavoring, which I can definitely taste. Lots of corn syrup, seed oils, preservatives, something called sodium hexametaphosphate. Holy cow. I paid just over $4 for this at Walmart. This is most certainly going in the F tier. That is it for my complete ranking of cereals best to worst. If you agree with me, leave a comment down below. If you disagree, leave a comment too. If you want to see something else ranked, you let me know, but I'm going to the bathroom. I'll see you later.